Hello, everybody, and welcome to another stream. It is me today, Paul, and Evan is off screen, but he probably doesn't want you to know that. But we're both here, and today I'm going to be going through some bulk. But before that, I have a special little present, but I'm going to wait for people to show up here. We just pinged in chat, so I'm going to wait a little bit before people to get here, and then I'm going to show you guys something special that we actually received like a month ago, maybe more, and I just forgot to open. I really hope David is here. Chris James says bulk, bulk, bulk. All I see in dream is bulk. Yes, I understand. There is a decent amount. Today I'm going to be going through like two roughly this sized bins of stuff. Probably going to be a pretty short stream overall today, but that's all right. Okay, there's probably enough people here. So a couple like a month ago, maybe a month and a half, we were watching a stream that David was doing, and he asked a contest question in chat, and the winner was going to receive a very rare, expensive, and well, a premium figure. And we responded. I don't remember what the question was, nor do I remember what the answer was. But we have received the package, and so I'm going to open it. And to be honest, I'm super excited that this is going to add probably more worth to our store than anything ever has before. Here it is, a signed Jar Jar on Stormtrooper head, signed by David West there on the torso. You can see it. This is extremely limited edition. Only one of this was ever made. It is genuine Lego. And I cannot believe that we have actually managed to procure one of these for our store. So, like I was saying, you know, this is probably going to double the value of our store. So, I just wanted to show that first. Also, of course, his business card isn't here because he knew we were going to open it on stream. So, please go visit DNA Bricks and give him some. Well, yeah, spend like $1 there and spend like $2 for us. But you know, you can help. Let's see who is here. JB, welcome. Chris, welcome. The Ball Bob's Bricks, hello. Bickle Rick, hello. Coyote, good morning. Pixelink, hello. Brickmark, hello. Let's get to it. So, first, I have got this rather large bin here, and I don't know exactly what you guys can see because I can only look at chat right now, but I have like these wooden things set up to try and prevent stuff from going everywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic real quick, and then I'm going to pour this out. There we go. That was very loud, so be thankful that I muted my mic. Chris, thank you for the super chat. $20. Thank you very much. Appreciate it a lot.
Thank you, Chris.
Should we consider that a purchase? You know what? It'd be kind of cool for us to sign this too. Put our business card in here, pass it to Chris, and then when he does a stream, yeah, okay. Can you grab me something to?
We'll do that after.
Okay, yeah, we'll do it after. But Chris, we'll send this to you, and then next time you do some kind of a community interactive event, sign it, stick a business card in there, and pass it off to another store who happens to be there in the chat, and give them the same directions. He says it's creepy that there is no sound when the Lego drops. Yeah. JB says, Misa Jar Jar Binks, Misa a Stormtrooper. Henry, welcome. Lego Military Mox, welcome. All right, so thankfully there are not too many new bags in here. I kind of hate these because non-Lego. They kind of just stack up. So I've got a bin over here for those. And so kind of what I'm doing here, if you haven't seen the latest vlog, I'm pretty sure I explained the process in there somewhere. Basically, things that are assembled, well, I will pull off this printed piece because this printed piece might be worth something. But stuff like this, I'm just going to chuck in an assembly bin, and I will come back to it. Figs, all fig related things that are not like blasters and, you know, handheld accessories, I put into a fig container. And then things that I think are worth something, I will put into a pull container. Non-Lego goes into non-Lego, really big stuff goes into really big stuff. And then I have another bin here, but I'm not exactly sure what I brought that out for, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Pup Kiwi says, hey all, I'm sorting through bulk now. Chris says, there's the Lego sound. It's real. It's very loud. When I'm going through this, and I'm trying to like listen with my earbuds, even with noise canceling, it's impossible to hear anything. So hopefully things are comprehensible for you guys. So I do pull Friends stuff. I haven't actually cataloged any of the Friends stuff. And here's our first cursed item of the day, a Luigi head. Which is absolutely going in the trash. Chris James says, so I have a new vlog posting tomorrow. Help you learn what to do with the random bags of new bulk. That would be terrific. Oh, it was for Duplo. That's what the big bin over here was for. Of course, how could I forget? The last time I was doing some bulk, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, we had an entire container full of Duplo. What did you just throw at me?
A piece that fell out.
Okay. So a lot of times I would pull the plates out, but I forgot to bring the plate category in here, and I don't have another bin, so the plates are just going to have to exist. Which is a little unfortunate, unless Evan wants to go grab me another bin. Do you want to grab me another bin?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. So I don't concentrate too much on pulling non-sellable stuff apart from figs, but this is awful. I do pull non-sellable while doing this. It's just usually I'm not going to super disassemble a ton of stuff. What? That is for dumping it in once I'm done with it.
Here's your extra large plate.
Thank you. Picking a 105 lot, 565 part order to send from the UK to America right now. That person is definitely going to be paying some stuff in shipping. then my first step is pulling out specifically what we call extra large plates, which are 3x3 and up. I'm not pulling the diagonals, that's a separate category. Just the extra large, because they're so easy to pull. It's not really worth paying someone to do. RBS parts, really big stuff, new category. Yeah, I mean, our really big stuff category, that's what you want to call it, is down here. And it's mostly boats.
Pick orders.
What?
How am I going to pick orders?
Very carefully. Evan is picking orders for the first time in a very long time today. Do you feel out of practice?
I do. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like an
Your muscle
incredibly
memory?
slow process. I'm trying to figure out where everything is again. It's been a long time since I picked.
Are you mic'd up?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
It's mostly muted though.
So normally when I do this, I would be standing up, and so it would go a lot faster. But obviously today, I am not standing up. All right. So we got our first immediately recognizable guy. So let's look up Kane Jarvis here. I don't actually know what he's worth off the top of my head. Let's see. Is it with a C or a K? I think it's with a K. I spelled that wrong. Kanan Jarvis. Oh, no. Okay. This is not. So I opened it up. First one, 160 bucks. Unfortunately, this is not that variant. So let's see how much this one is worth. $9.
Dang.
Hooray. Yes. That's very disappointing. If the hair piece shows up here, I believe that is what raises the value on that fig. So. JB says, I'm about to go work on my last pab cup from last weekend. A full cup of white studs, one light bluish gray 1x2 plates with a clip, and 2 cups from today with olive green plants and 3 leaves. I still don't understand the plate project. I think he's just, actually I don't really understand the plate project either. I just pull out the plates. Excuse me, Evan told me not to choke and die on stream. So
The point of pulling out all the plates ahead of time is we don't send it through our pipeline of people.
No. Our thing, Chris's plate project, isn't that some kind of like mechanical thing or something?
No. Same concept.
Oh, okay.
It gets pulled. All the big plates get pulled out ahead of time, so it doesn't go to people, and then it just gets processed entirely in the store. Unless I'm wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure that's what the plate project is. Chris just gave it a fun name. But it's really just processing the large plates internally instead of sending it out to people, because it's more expensive to do that, and it takes a lot of bulky room up.
Okay, Chris says same.
Nailed it.
The face print is what determines the value. If the facial hair is black, No, not black. Disappointing. Anton says, hi from Denmark. Welcome. More sales. I don't know what that goes to. Chewbacca. Hermione hair. Lots of Ninjago, which is always good. A lot of the stuff we add is Ninjago, which is great because Ninjago is actually pretty high value. I have never seen these before. Are these Lego? My gut tells me no. Huh, they are Lego. Interesting. Another Steve head to add to my collection. Clone Trooper. Aw, we've got a fun fig. So I do not know my pieces as well, my piece value as well as I know my fig value. So if you watch like David go through bulk, he pulls out tons of like pieces. I don't really have that knowledge, so I don't pull that many pieces out. I pull mostly figs. Where else was I supposed to put it? I didn't know you were going to be picking. I asked if you were going to be doing stuff in the aisles, and you said maybe.
I had a pick card built.
Then you should have answered with yes.
Paul moved everything. I'm in a great mood today. Paul moved everything from this area and on the table to inside the aisleways. So
Because there's no other room.
So now it's.
Do they even know about that Iowa yet? No. We'll have nice vlog stuff coming out. Kitty says, gotcha, I still don't have any sorters yet. Cheryl says, good afternoon. Welcome, Cheryl.
No one said welcome to Paul, so I want to say welcome to Paul.
Oh, hello, Paul. Sorry, that sounded very lackluster. Hello, Paul. What the heck? I cannot get this piece out. Alright, that's going as is. Golden Ninjago character. I will admit, I don't know the Ninjago lore. All of the Ninjago lore that I have learned has been exclusively from Brickstore, and Brickstore, unfortunately, is not the most robust Ninjago wiki. A new Minecraft character. I have not seen this one before. If I stand, am I out of the shot? Probably. Let's find out. Yes. That is very sad. Hera. and Ayla Sakura.
This is by far the most inconvenient way to pick. You don't care though.
What?
You don't care though.
No.
To answer your question, no, these pieces are not yet washed.
So we wash when they come back from their sort. Because some pieces we don't want to go through the wash. Some pieces like electronics, or although I pull most electronics, but just in case one got through, or stickered pieces, because we don't want the stickers to rub off. Some Technic stuff has metal. So some categories do not get washed, whereas most do. But yeah, we wash after. We have a junior artist who appears to have once owned this, because there's a lot of art, figure art specifically. I'm looking for the rest of that Hera figure, and the rest of the stuff from the Ghost. So I'm really hoping that it is in this pile. We've got a little troll gremlin thing of some sort. Something to be disassembled later. Really sucks that I can't stand. I'm gonna move the camera. But then they can't see the bulk.
Yeah, don't tilt up too much. Don't back it up, please, though.
Okay.
I can't pack. I gotta get these out before. Silence.
What? Sorry, I was focusing. Oh, it is max zoomed out. Okay. Alrighty, I'm sure that this is not good enough for Evan, but it's good enough for me. Alrighty, that's so much better. Oh, also, you guys can see I'm wearing shorts today. It's a very rare event. No, this whole week, though, it's been extremely hot. Oh, I am sweating so much right now, because it is very hot in here. It is very hot in here. You just...
It's actually not that hot today in here.
Remember the last time you said that and I went and got the thermostat? I said it was above 80. You were like, there's no way. And
it's definitely not above 80 in here today. Go get it.
I don't actually know where it is anymore.
Why not?
Because I have a different thermometer for Banana's tank and it doesn't come out.
Let's just go take it out. And
I will say, our parents and staff prompt for the garage door to be open all the time. So,
yeah, and we would right now too if we weren't streaming, because it's hot.
We have 3,729 different figs right now. JB says only the best is good enough, Paul. Yeah, I know. I believe that this is a Plants vs. Zombies character. Chris says LEGO has made 14,376 total minifigs. You You really got to step up your game then, Chris. You have to get there. I'd already answered about them being washed. Yeah, these are not washed. I can feel more figs from that set in this pour. A Mega Block Duplo. That's awful. Another Steve head. I always find the heads, but never the bodies, and I don't know what someone does. Because in the previous thing I went through, I found a bunch of Steve heads attached to creeper bodies, and no Steve bodies to be found. So someone out there is doing something with the Steve bodies, and it kind of scares me. That's an object. Occasionally we find what I refer to as objects. I prefer not to talk about them. They're usually kind of mushy, sometimes sticky, many different colors. Sometimes they're oily. My hands get very thoroughly washed after this. Ooh, sweet guitar. Hogwarts Express. A lot of city figs. That is a messed up head. Thankfully the torso seems to... It's got to replace the arm. But other than that, torso seems fine. Jasmine head, or hair. Taylor Grant says, with the undesirable pieces, do you resell them or just toss them in the recycle? We let them pile up and eventually we'll auction it off as damaged / unsellable Lego for probably pretty cheap. Chris says, list all elements, no holding back or trying to predict customer behavior. Lego's been selling for 40 years, as we know them. Fans come in all ages. What was that in reference to? Chris James says, sometimes we use gloves. Yeah, it's just if I'm going to be doing this for 8 hours, because I usually just whatever bolt comes in, I just start and then I pull everything. And then, like if we go buy something and I pull it, I just do it all at once. So I don't want to wear gloves for like a 6-hour shift of doing that. You know, it kind of sucks. Now, of course, the moment when I get poked by something and I have to go to the hospital and discover I've caught some rare blood disease, I will, of course, promptly change my mind, but we'll get there when we get there. I've got another object here. As you guys can see, this one is quite corrupt. More zombies. Yeah, that's what I thought. You are non-Lego. Alrighty, I'm going to say that's that from this. So now we bring out the big container, and I'll mute my mic, and this will probably take like a minute, so there might be like a minute of silence here, because I am going to scan it as I push it in here just to make sure I'm not going to miss anything.
It's actually my mic that's on, just so that it's not like crazy loud for Paul, but I figured you should hear some noise, so I'm standing like 10 feet away from him.
Are you able to talk without them overhearing or something?
I could talk, but I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over the pouring. Maybe.
Interesting. I've never seen these on a sprue before. And we're back. All right, we got a lot of stuff from Chris. Oh, the mic is on apparently. Chris says, you're very random searching. We section it out and look at each small section, then remove the search section. Interesting. Usually I do this with two people. So usually we kind of do split it in half and we don't do it on this table. We have another table that has like rims on it that's metal. It just doesn't really work for streaming. And one of us stands at each long end, and this is non-Lego. And we do it in half. So we kind of do that, but we don't do it in like a grid. Are those just 1x1 wood pieces to define the sorting area? It's a mixture of a bunch of wood. I think they're 1x2s. I found them out back. Like I said, usually we use a table which has, you guys have seen it in vlogs, it's the metal table that has rims on it. Taylor says, super cathartic to just listen to the Lego fall. What are you studying in school? I am a business major, so MBA. But I am not a school person. I don't particularly enjoy it, but yeah. If I could pick what I wanted to go into without it having an effect on my career, it would either be probably linguistics or some type of history. So, yeah. There seems to be a pretty decent amount of figs in this pull here. I don't think I missed anything else. I hate it. I hate these so much. They are such a huge pain to get stuff off of. You have to actually use a brick separator. Especially considering I just clipped my nails. I have no leverage. So normally I would not spend this much time on like one thing like that. I would just chuck it in the come back to later pile. But I guess it's something to do on camera. These are non-Lego. That is a very accurate tan. I almost just threw all that into non-sellable. It has been a very long week here at Just a Brick in the Bucket. I should not have just touched my eye. Well, now I'm going to get pink eye. It has been a very long week here at Just a Brick in the Bucket. Evan has been out on, he's teaching a summer class. So it's been me and our new hire in the store, along with our parents, of course. And we have been uploading like insane, like crazy recently. So pardon me if I say things that don't make any sense. Someone keeps texting me. And it is, of course, not relevant. So, what was I saying? Something. Oh, yeah. Pardon me if I'm extremely exhausted. It's been a very long week. But we have added, I don't even know, tens of thousands of pieces this week. What are we actually at right now? Let me, I can check. There is this little thing called Brick Freedom here. So we went from 31,000 pieces to 34,000 pieces, and obviously we sold, you know, a huge amount of that. But about, wait, let's see, what is the date today? The 25th? So on the 9th, we were actually under 300,000. So now we are at 340,000. So, yes, 340,000 pieces. My brain is not functioning. But, yeah, so it's been a crazy hectic week. Coyote Crow says, agreed, 6-foot table resting on PVC with 2x2 lumber clamped, affordable and custom fit. Exactly. But I'm really hoping this upcoming week is going to be a similar level of productivity. For those of you who have not, I don't actually know if it was in the most recent vlog, we have hired a in-store cataloger to work in the store, and they have been fantastic. We are adding so much stuff every day because I got to be buzzing around helping people and pickers and dealing with problems, and so I still add a ton. But there's just a lot going on. So having the addition of an extra person there to help is amazing. Taylor says, have you been caught up in cataloging and consolidating? Well, within every 48 hours, I would say that we are caught up. At the moment, there are consolidated files sitting on the table, so no. But the pile does not increase more than it decreases. So things get consolidated. It does take a very long time, though. But yeah, we are hitting the consolidate goals, so that is great. There was something else I was going to say. Totally slips my mind. Oh, this is part of Harry Potter's Godfather, Sirius Black. Hopefully I can find his head and his hair. Soulflame says, that's one of my favorite things to do, going through a bulk lot. It is very fun and kind of addicting. You get to see a lot of really cool stuff. A knight's figure. Dolphin. So fun fact, the animals are actually worth a decent amount. So I do pull the animals out and I catalog those when I catalog my pull. Never seen that before. So what's going to happen after this is I'm going to take all of the figs and I am going to I'm going to lay out all the parts and I'm going to take everything that I can build that is mostly built, sorry, like basically assembled, so missing a headgear or whatever, and I'm going to look through everything that we have, not in the inventory, but just from what came in. For those pieces, and then I'm going to build what I can or part out if it's worth more parted out, which a lot of figs are worth more parted out. And then after that I will do the headgear, the hair, and anything else that I think is super valuable from fig parts. Everything else will go into a fig bin. And Ahsoka Tano. I don't know which Ahsoka this is. Let's look. My guess is that this is a Rebels Ahsoka Tano. Yes, it is. And this goes for 31 bucks used. So this is a good fig. A wizard of some kind. This goes in assembly. Soulflame says, is this a mix of older and more modern Lego? Yeah. It's just whatever was in the auction. So. This is in my way. There we go. So I do pull wings. Some wings are worth stuff, some wings are not. I have not seen this color before, so I will pull it. And I have not seen this dragon head before, so I will pull this. And then the rest of this just goes in assembled. Blaze head. Behold, a Zeb. $70. Another very nice find. And let's see, what set is he in? Because I'm pretty sure he is in the same set with Hera and Kanan. Yes, the Ghost. What other figs are in that? Have we collected them all? There is just a generic stormtrooper in addition to Hera and Kanan and Zeb. So yes, that whole set has been put away. Now, what set did that Ahsoka come from? I do not know why I am using BrickLink instead of Brickstore right now, but you come in two sets. The police gunship and the Umbaran. So I am looking for troopers. The Ghost is a set that I have wanted, but I also do not want to pay for it. So it will remain not in my collection. More junior artist here. DY asks, where do you get your bulk Lego? Garage sale, eBay? Most of the time it is either Shop, Goodwill, Craigslist, or Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is the best. We've had, well, you have to prowl it. So if you go on Facebook Marketplace and you just look real quick, you're not going to see that much fantastic stuff. But if you continuously check in, occasionally you will find a lot that has just been sitting for a very long time, and then you contact them and you make a lowball offer. And if it's been sitting for a long time, they will probably want to get rid of it. The other option is to act fast when someone lists something, and contact them and set up a meet and get it quickly. The issue with these types of sites is that a lot of people, unfortunately, have no qualms with accepting someone else's offer even after they've agreed to accept yours. If you know, if you cannot meet until tomorrow, but you agree on a deal, there is no guarantee that it will still be there tomorrow. So you need to act fast and get over there as soon as they are able to meet. And just because they say that they're able to meet, you know, not until tomorrow, does not mean that if someone comes along today after you, they're not going to say that they can't meet today. So just prowl Facebook Marketplace, act fast. Shop Goodwill is another pretty good one. There's a lot of Shop Goodwill auctions that are essentially blind. And if you act fast, you can, and you prowl there too, you can get some pretty good deals. Soulflame says minifigs are worth more parted out for the most part indeed, but a lot of those printed legs tend to sell badly, so it's better to sell minifigs complete if you can. I mean, obviously. Well, it depends, because let's just assume a fig is worth $1, and I can part it out to a 60-cent head and a 50-cent hair piece, and then everything else is, you know, slow moving or whatever. Those two pieces, if they sell, still will pay for more than the fig, right? So it's fine if those legs sit. I mean, they're going to take up drawer space, and eventually they'll probably sell. But you still made more money. So it's more looking at the sell rates and the prices of the pieces in groupings to determine. Now, I don't do that for every piece because otherwise it'd be sitting there for hours. But I do usually drill down for figs that I have a hunch on, for city stuff, which is usually worth more parted out, that kind of stuff. Star Wars stuff is usually worth more as the whole fig, but that's still not always a rule. Sometimes stuff sells more quickly and is worth more when parted out, and this is a man bat arm, I think. Another object. Hello, Doug. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Doug says, is that a pirate Darth Vader? Where? I would not be surprised.
You sure?
Oh, yes, it is a pirate Darth Vader. I was so fixated on Lego, I did not even realize that I was wearing an Ailstorm shirt. Has anyone ever found a surefire way to remove Sharpie? I think that is the $1,000,000 question. Is how can I remove Sharpie from the $50 piece I just threw away? Because some junior artist decided that they wanted a pink Cloud City Boba Fett. God, could you imagine if you found the Cloud City Boba Fett and someone had drawn on it with Sharpie? Oh, that would be awful. Christopher Wright says, do you ever white and white pieces? Yeah, so you want to take hydrogen peroxide and water. You want to mix them, and then you want to set them in the sun for a couple hours, and that should work. Why am I taking this apart?
Someone suggests toothpaste. I have never tried toothpaste. Is that for removing Sharpie or is that for whitening? JB says just count out 3,626 studs by hand. You should invest in a counting scale. It is worth your labor to not do that. So yeah, you should buy a counting scale. What? Yes. Use a whiteboard marker to remove it. Seriously, it works so well on it to remove it from student desks in school. That is, I will have to buy a whiteboard marker.
We have whiteboard.
We do? Can I borrow one?
I don't have it in here.
Oh, well, then why'd you suggest it? Well, I will have, this will be our experimentation piece here. And we will let you know if it works on the next stream, if you are here and remind me. We have whiteboard markers, yet we do not have a whiteboard.
I have whiteboard markers.
Sorry, Evan has whiteboard markers. I'm not good enough.
I used to have a whiteboard.
What?
I used to have a whiteboard.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Remember?
I think I also, just not here. I'm pretty sure it was my parents. But. Gary says missed $2,000 to $3,000 of Lego for $200 by minutes on Facebook Marketplace. That is the Facebook Marketplace experience. What is that? Sharpie. It's a permanent marker brand. I don't know what it's called where you live. But basically, it's a marker that doesn't come off. Like a very dense pen. Would you say that's an adequate description of a Sharpie? Okay, this. That's pretty nice.
I'm gonna go ship.
All right, don't forget to ask them about that package. Yeah. All right, guys. I think I just missed that horribly. I was really hoping I was going to find some more Star Wars in here. But I'm just not seeing it. I have never seen this before. Oh, that's because it's non-Lego. Brain, no worky. More Ninjago. Baby zombie. There's a Harley Quinn in here somewhere. I just saw her hammer. A minion. Ah! Here we go. Hera's head tails. Leku. Well, they'll get found when I go through there. Alright, guys. Did not find that Harley Quinn. This is non-Lego. Ah, there's still so much. Trash. Unfortunate. Those are actually worth a decent amount. Alright, let's see. In Australia, they call them testas. Interesting. I've never heard that before. Matt says I bought around 225 pounds of bulk Lego the past 25 days. I've paid around 450 bucks for it. I think Denmark, Sweden, and Germany are the best places to find cheap bulk. Sellers here are not as greedy. Well, we usually try and buy for about $2.50 a pound, so that's not too far off. Where I'm from, Sharpies are called Edding, Brickatronic says. Dead by 27 says, oh, the sound of shuffling Lego. Gary says, Sharpie comes off if you write over it again with Sharpie and wipe it off. Well, we can test that real quick. Alright, so I've got our junior artist competition prize winner here. Looks like you might have the green base for the Ninja Turtles sets. This. Is this it? Alright, so let's try this. Yeah, a little bit. With some persistence, this will work. I don't know if it will work on this particular piece because this one was pretty messed up. But this would definitely work on something that was not completely covered. Okay, good to know. So I have found who suggested that? Gary. Thank you, Gary. No, this is not the Ninja Turtles thing. Alright guys, so I think that's basically it for the stream today. We've got a lot to do, so we're going to be calling it off kind of early here. I have got about this many figs from this so far. That many figs from this so far. I think there's still more stuff in here. But I'm going to be calling it for the stream today. But I will give you guys a couple seconds to ask any last minute questions that I can answer real quick. JB says, yeah, added 3,626 dozen, already had 3,120-ish. Yeah, I would not bother counting that. I would just put them on a scale. If the scale says, 3.7, then just, round down. And it shouldn't be off that much. Trader Bricks, hello. Unfortunately, we're about to end the stream. We started early, and we are ending early. So just kind of doing our last wrap-up for anyone that has any questions. Doug says, have a great evening, Paul. Thank you very much. It is only 2:30, though, so still pretty early in the day. Nice. Don't really want to be touching that with my Sharpie hands, but hopefully the rest of that fig is in there. Is in here somewhere. Headless creeper body. Alright, guys. I'm going to be ending it out here, so goodbye, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you all have a great day, and find some nice stuff. Assuming I can figure out how to cut off of this.